Hey everyone, I'm back with another commentary, and this commentary is for episode 17, The Amazing Spider Slayer Part 2, and this is the conclusion of the Spider Slayer saga. Now, if you don't remember, the Spider Slayer is basically, the whole purpose of the Spider Slayer is to retrieve the DNA from Spider-Man so Norman Osborn can complete his formula for the military, his super soldier formula, if you will, but it's not actually a super soldier formula, but they have similar goals, but they're not the same formula. So Spider-Man is not, or the Green Goblin is not Captain America in a Green Goblin suit. The Green Goblin is his own distinctive strength and everything. So they're not the same thing. It's the same goals, different formula. Now let's move on with the video. Okay, here we are. Episode 17, The Amazing Spider Slayer Part 2. Now, I fixed the problem I made with Part 1 and actually put Amazing in the title card. You might be wondering, Dark Spidey 34, why aren't you putting any title cards in your more recent episodes? Well, I don't have the time to draw them out. It's not like I don't want them, I just don't have the time. Now, this is one of the first episodes I really started to experiment with lighting. But unfortunately, I love the music in this scene so much that I made it louder than the actual dialogue, so you don't know what the hell Peter's talking about. So I'm going to clear it up for you. He basically found pieces of the Spider Slayer near the train tracks, and he's examining them. And that circuit board actually, obviously, came from a flash drive. And I'm like, oh man, it broke. I have no use for it now. But hey, now I can use it for the show. It's the perfect size. Not too big, not too small. Especially for a Lego. And you would like, okay, yeah, I see that being inside the Spider Slayer, given its size. So he found out where the Spider Slayer was made and who made it. It was made by Spencer Smythe because, he's a nerd. He knows about all these people who build stuff. And in fact, later in the episode, he even says, Spencer Smythe, you know what? I thought you were cool. I thought you were a really cool guy. I thought you were doing a lot of innovating stuff, but now you're trying to dissect me and kill me. Screw you, man. I don't like you anymore. So, yeah, that's the world that Peter lives in. His heroes try to kill him, and he has to be a hero and save everyone else from his heroes that are no longer heroes. So as you can see, they are repairing the Spider Slayer, and it just jumps to life and it just escapes. So yeah, that's not good for anyone. And I think Norman and Smythe are talking about the legal ramifications of what they're doing. I don't remember. That's a really good green screen effect. You know what? This episode had a lot of good green screen effects to a certain point. I don't know, something about Magic X Movie Maker 15. It just had a really great chroma keying effect. It's a heck of a lot better than Sony Vegas. So I don't know. I'm like, yeah, bottom of the barrel editing program, pretty good. Chroma keying effect. In fact, I used that for episode 28 because it's so much better than Sony Vegas. And Peter did not get hit with a turd. That is a football. Football. You can clearly see that's a football because it looks a lot like a turd. It looks exactly like a turd. You know what? Screw it. Flash Thompson picked up a huge turd and threw it at Peter Parker. You probably thought it was a rock or something. I'm so stupid. You know what? Who cares? Whatever you think Flash Thompson threw at Peter's head, that's what it was. Everyone can interpret it their own way what he threw at Peter, whether it was a rock or a turd or a football. I don't care anymore. Oh, look, the douche is gonna die. No, I'm joking. This actually just reinforces how much Flash Thompson believes in Spider-Man as a hero, which is ironic considering that he hates Peter Parker. So basically goes on a little rodeo ride on the Transformer. Can't believe not only did I just say that, but did I actually make that happen. I made Spider-Man ride a Transformer like a rodeo bull. I did that. This was terribly animated. The effects were poorly timed. But by God, I did something that no one else has done before. And I'm proud of that. Alright, I don't care how bad the effects are. Oh wow, it looks terrible. I don't care. But when I see animators like Zach MG, and I feel like, oh, I might as well just give up. I can't be as good as that. And especially by this standards, because this looks absolutely terrible, even in my eyes, and I created this. So, have you seen Zach MG's videos? Oh my God, Zach Mind Game. Oh my God, those Legos look like they're actually moving, like they actually do. I don't know what kind of I think it's all in the technique. I feel a lot better about it considering that Zach MG is a lot older than me. I'd probably say probably a good 10 or 12 years older than me. But Forrest Whaley, he's around my age. Hell, we live in the same state, and I just... I should pay him a visit. We don't really know each other. Okay, I don't actually know Forrest Whaley personally, but that would be just great. Can you imagine? Can someone just tell him I exist, please? I mean, he got 2 million views on a Captain America trailer that he made 6 months after the movie came out, and I made my trailer a month before the movie came out. You know, whatever. I'm over that. I'm totally over that. You know, I got a decent amount of views on that video. You know, it's almost at 90,000. I'm okay with it. It's not 2 million, but you know what? It's good. You know, woman getting shot in the face. That's hilarious to you guys, apparently. Shame on you guys. Shame on you. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. Pun unintended, because that Transformer was just hit by a train, and now he's in Peter's garage, which is crazy, you know? It's just one of those moments like, oh god, what am I going to do next? Put him in the garage. Put the Transformer in the garage. And I'm not going to call him a Spider Slayer in this commentary anymore, because that is a freaking Transformer. A Bayformer at that, you know? And I'm not going to go into the Bayformers right now. Oh, in this scene right here where you see the computer downloading something, never mention again. Never will be. It's not important. I did that for no reason. Okay, that's not true. I did it just to show off that graphic I had of something downloading. That's it, you know? Just showing off. And I want to say this next scene coming up is one of my favorite scenes in the entire episode. Just the way it was done, it's just one of those things that I have not seen this in any other TV show or comic book. The Transformer, okay, the Spider Slayer is in his garage. The Spider Slayer is in his garage. It's a killer robot in his garage. No one remembers this part of the episode. Why doesn't anyone bring this up? Oh, here comes my favorite part. Here it is. Here it is. I love this part. Completely did the dolly shot wrong. And Peter just goes up, hey, wait for me. And his Aunt May doesn't hear a single freaking thing. She's just asleep. She's probably just wasted as all hell. I don't know. No, Aunt May's not a drunk. Not anymore. That's another story, you know. That was back in the 60s when, you know what, imagery, implications are, disturbing. Okay. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, so they're basically trying to find a Spider Slayer, and as they're talking, they begin to realize, oh crap, it's coming back here, and it's going to kill us all. We have to do something about it. And look, it's already here, and I'm showing off that graphic again. But it has a purpose in this part of the video, and that's not Gus from the Cataclysm prologue. That's a different person. That's his twin brother. Yeah, that's his twin brother. So in this scene right here, Norman Osborn is basically going to screw over Spencer Smythe. He's going to get blamed for everything. He's going to get hurt, almost killed, and sued up the ass, while Norman Osborn gets off scot-free. You know, like, yeah, that's pretty messed up. Norman Osborn seems like a really big douchebag. I'm like, hey, what's new? Nothing. So, Spencer Smythe is going to hand him a remote that messes up his targeting or something. I cannot remember what that thing does. It messes with the Spider Slayer. It's a plot device, alright? What do you want from me? I don't remember. So, Spider-Man's reading off all the reindeers' names because I had Christmas on my mind, because I made this around Christmas, I think. I don't remember. There's Spencer Smythe's security. They're going to try to take down the Spider Slayer. And he's like, oh, no, don't kill them. So they dodge the missile. And Spencer Smythe comes out of the wall with stairs and confronts Spider-Man to lure him in. I don't remember this. Even if I did remember, it wouldn't make much sense. Okay, so this is the part where Peter's like, wait, you want to do what with me? You want to dissect me? Dude, you're my hero. I looked up to you. Now you want to kill me? You're a douchebag. But, you know, he's not really a douchebag. He's just stuck in a bad situation. He made the wrong choices. Not like Norman Osborn, mind you, who's just turning people over to the dark side. Norman Osborn is still a huge douchebag. So I think he's trying to edge him on, lure him into the range of that plot device. You know what? I'm just going to call it a plot device. It's a device that serves a purpose to the plot. It's a device. Like, it is literally a device that Smythe handed to Norman Osborn. I'm just going to call it a plot device, because for the life of me, I cannot remember what that thing does. And I don't need to. It's just a bunch of technobabble I got from sci-fi shows I just put in there to go, okay, there you go. It makes sense now. Okay, yeah, cool. We're all going to go with it. You know, you probably didn't even understand what I was talking about in this episode, because the music is so loud and the microphone is so crappy. So as you can see, Norman Osborn is waiting for the Spider Slayer, Transformer, whatever, to get in range of the plot device. So, come on, get to the... Okay, yeah, this is the part. This is the part where Peter Parker, Spider-Man, is like, oh, wow, you want to dissect me. You're disgusting. I looked up to you, and you want to dissect me. You're sick, and you're scum. I don't like you anymore. I'm going to defriend you on Lego Facebook, you big doo-doo head. To paraphrase. And, no, that's not gum he's standing in. That's Silly Putty. That just happens to be pink. For some strange reason back then, I kept the pink and yellow Silly Putty away from each other. Like, if their colors would mix, it'd be bad. But it didn't really matter, because you're not supposed to see the Silly Putty. But you see it anyway, because I'm really bad at hiding that stuff. As you can see from the Spider Slayer vision, which is just like a Terminator vision, which is a really great effect, by the way, it's a signal interferer machine. Oh no, Smythe just got offed. Good. I'm just kidding. Smythe is alright. But Norman Osborn is still a really huge douchebag. So Spider-Man doesn't apologize. Doesn't really matter. So I do this whole thing, this whole Christopher Nolan thing, where I show one thing happening, and characters in another place describe it as it's happening. I noticed Christopher Nolan does that a lot in his films, so I decided to do it here, because I am Christopher Nolan, but with Legos. That's Officer DeWolf, or whatever. And, yeah, George Stacy is like, oh, you're concerned for his health? I'm like, yeah, he's a person. I know he tried to kill me and all, but that's not how I roll. And that makes a good person. Or a foolish one. Who knows? So, George Stacy is like, wow, Spider-Man, you're amazing. And Spider-Man's like, yeah, I know. No. That's something Superman would say, because Superman, along with Norman Osborn, is a great big douchebag. He's a super douche. Hopefully Zack Snyder can redeem him. I can't believe I just said that. This summer, one douchebag redeems another douchebag. I kid. I should lay off Zack Snyder. I wish him all the luck, and I really hope he can make a good Superman movie. This episode's so boring, I'm talking about Superman. David Goyer, on the other hand, I will not lay off that guy, okay? You have not heard me make fun of David Goyer, but I'll just say this. His writing really stuck out in the movie The Dark Knight. And I don't mean in a good way. I mean like a character would literally say, we're like turkeys on Thanksgiving down here. And I just like, what the hell? Who the hell wrote that? Anyway, getting off track, that cotton swab has Spider-Man's DNA on it, because you saw that guy wipe it off the Spider Slayer claw. So Norman Osborn is basically like, yeah, I'm going to take this and get the hell out of here and make my Goblin formula. So we can see here that Harry Osborn is channel surfing, leans up on E1 News, and he's like, oh, giant robot, I should watch this. And this is the last time that a character will stumble upon a news broadcast that had something to do with the plot. Okay, I did it in episode 19, and episode 27, and I had an entire video just dedicated to the news, but that's it. Alright, no more news, okay? God. And so the episode ends with Peter calling Harry and like, hey, you want to hang out? Because he wanted to hang out with Peter, but he couldn't because of the Spider Slayer. Now that the Spider Slayer is dead, they can hang out now. And the whole circle comes to an end and it closes. So as you can see here, I thought it was cool to show parts of the episode at the end credits like they do on TV sometimes. I legitimately thought that this was cool. Like, yeah, this is just like a TV show. All the viewers are going to love this. Okay, so the episode ends, and that's the end of the Spider Slayer saga. And where's Spencer Smythe? He's in jail, hospital, dead, I don't know. Okay, he's not dead, or else he would have been on the character death list that I made. Anyway, this video is almost 15 minutes long, so I'll just end it here. Thanks for listening / watching, and look out for more commentaries. Thanks.